Hello, this is the BenBinFro Thought for the Day for Wednesday, the 5th of April. And the reading today is from Luke's Gospel, chapter 21, verses 54 to 71. Peter disowns Jesus. Then seizing Jesus, they led him away and took him into the house of the high priest. Peter followed at a distance. And when some there had kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard and had sat down together, Peter sat down with them. A servant girl saw him seated there in the firelight. She looked closely at him and said, "This man was with him." But he denied it. "Woman, I don't know him," he said. A little later, someone else saw him and said, You also are one of them." "Man, I am not," Peter replied. About an hour later, another asserted, "Certainly, this fellow was with him, for he is a Galilean." And Peter replied, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about." Just as he was speaking, the rooster crowed. The Lord turned and looked straight at Peter, and then Peter remembered the word the Lord had spoken to him. "Before the rooster crows today, you will disown me 3 times." And he went outside and wept bitterly. The men who were guarding Jesus began mocking and beating him. They blindfolded him and demanded, "Prophesy, who hit you?" And they said many other insulting things to him. At daybreak, the council of the elders of the people, both the chief priests and the teachers of the law, met together, and Jesus was led before them. "If you are the Messiah," they said, "tell us." And Jesus answered, "If I tell you, you will not believe me, and if I asked you, you would not answer. But from now on, the Son of Man will be seated at the right hand of the mighty God." They all asked, "Are you then the Son of God?" And he replied, "You say that I am." Then they said, "Why do we need any more testimony? We have heard it from his own lips." Well, this is a well-known reading of the events leading up to Jesus' arrest before his crucifixion. And today I want to consider the first part of the passage, the 3 denials by Peter. Specifically, I want to examine the point that the denials progress each time. In the first instance, he denies knowing Jesus. In the second, he denies being one of his followers. And in the third, he denies knowing what they are talking about. Previous denials feed into the subsequent denials. This is exactly what happens with all of us today, unless we are very careful and honest with ourselves. The initial, possibly innocuous denial or white lie is covered by subsequent stronger denials or lies, as we are found wanting. Peter takes the easy way out. He wants to be, in modern terms, risk averse. We see this same risk aversion following groupthink much these days. And there are plenty of recent, well-publicized examples of people in authority taking this risk-averse course rather than thinking for themselves and taking the correct course. Have we ever taken the easy way out and taken the incorrect risk-averse course, and then dug deeper into the hole in an effort to extract ourselves? Peter becomes aware he is wrong and corrects himself almost immediately. Do we correct ourselves when we make mistakes of a similar nature? Well, that concludes my thought for the day, and thank you for listening, and have a good day.